the left leg and then transfer to the right. Movement number 2. So she's finishing also on the left leg. And then we transfer. And then we can go.
We're going to start with tilt and turn technique.
Okay. Okay, so we are standing sideways and then we try not to have our back visible. So if I'm like this, then you can see that my neck is overstretched. So I can tell that my limit is a little bit forward, so you can see both of my rests, right? If I go more than this, you can see my neck is starting to shorten. So I'm just trying to stay as much as I can with a long neck. And then from this, so easy, just open the chest, and that's the position, okay? So it's easiest to achieve this position when you're looking sideways and then you open the chest. Because if you look forward over the chest, you're gonna turn like this. And it's a different turn than this. Okay, when we're turning also, try not to look up. So don't turn like this, because this is like something in between of this thing and of this thing, right? So we want clear difference if we're looking to the side or up and not somewhere here. Okay, and last thing, when you are on the train and you see the trees passing by the train, you don't want to see the trees in front of you. You want to see the trees that are already behind you. And the same here. So you want to see the past. I'm not looking in front of me here. I'm looking behind me, which is there, right?
We also want to make sure that we are not crunching our back down and we're thinking more about sending our chest up, but we want to be grounded still with our knees. Okay, now we took it to partners. We said that in partners we have this arm here with the shoulder and the elbow dropped, and if the leader is much shorter than me, we can transpose this this way. In terms of the footwork, what we're doing is keeping the right leg on the ground, and we are paddling, doing a small paddle, keeping it close to our foot, trying to stay on the same spot if the leader is turning us on the same spot. And we want to paddle just enough to help us move, but not move without the leader. So I'm still moving. I'm using my footwork to help me move with the leader. Okay? For the leaders.
Okay, so I'm also bending a little bit to the side. I'm mimicking the position. And then when I turn, I don't want to use my wrist. So I kind of imagine that I have like a fixed position here. Like it's one bone and I'm not bending here. And I'm using the rest. So I'm using the elbow and the shoulder. Like this. So you can see my wrist is not moving. I'm not doing this. Right? My wrist is the same angle. If I disconnect, it's just like this all the time. And I'm using only this part is moving, and not this part.
Okay, now we did the sequence. So we started from lateral, and then we did the entrance. So the leader brings this arm circular and up.
So we said this is position 1. So position 1, we are opposite sides, and the follower is looking to the right.
And the arm is on this plane, so it's not coming forward.
Yes.
Okay, for the followers, what I'm doing is rotating and projecting my leg, and then I transfer my weight, and I can do this slowly. So I can do my hips, my chest, transfer, and then my head.
Okay, so coming back to position 2, in position 2, we are in between of the legs, and the head is to the right. And in the position 3, the head is to the left. So, the head is to the right very long time, and then it arrives on the end.
Okay, and then we transfer the weight, and we're going to the turn. And we did exit number 1, which is that the leader brings me in a close. I balance on my left leg. He holds his frame up here and he's also balanced. And then we transfer our weight together.
Okay, so exit number 1 happens, or any exit, happens when she's about to face me. So she's doing her last turn and she's almost front of me. That's when I start to bring it down. When she's front, I already finished, this is too late to start finishing.
And here we are resisting each other. So I have my frame really engaged and I'm like a block. Because I need to balance in order to transfer the weight.
Yeah.
Okay, we will show you the whole thing.
3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, and then option number 2.
Okay.
We'll just show. Okay, and then we'll assign option number 2.
Okay, so everything is the same except for the ending. So at the end, the same moment when she's about to face me, that's where I start. And this time I'm going to bring my elbow down like this and my wrist rotated over like to a pizza. So the movement is from here to here. And I'm doing it here. And then it's perfect to just place it and release. When you're releasing, don't do a long path, do the shortest path out.
And then from here we can then transfer our weight into a lunge, opposite from each other.
And then, for example,
Okay, the whole thing one last time.
and then you can also switch positions in the turn to make it look more pretty.
Thank you. Woohoo!
Can you go all together but in a shorter pace, just the moves?
Just the move.